Good morning. Great morning. Hi. Okay, let me take this off. I was kind of cool for a minute, Got my swag on. Got my swag on. Hey. So I just want to talk a little bit about gaining clients in any industries. I get a lot of questions about, how do you get clients? How do you meet them? How do you seal deals? The only thing I really don't discuss is how to price. I feel that a person should know their worth, and then that would determine how they're going to price. And FYI, this whole topic was for Clubhouse, but I went in Clubhouse and nobody was in my room. So I guess because I never had a room, and to be honest, I was kind of scared or nervous to go into Clubhouse and do a room. I'm a little scared. I don't know. So anyway, since I didn't, know how to finesse Clubhouse when it comes to that, because I always listen on Clubhouse, I never actually talk. I'm over here. So how I, basically gain clients. I'm very old fashioned. I still introduce myself to people. I walk up to total strangers, spark up a conversation. I love people. So, it's very easy for me to talk to people. If you're not and you're a little shy, you become your own marketer on social media. So if you have all social media platforms, Twitter, Snapchat, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, what else is out there? You can even advertise on Nextdoor. All social media outlets should be utilized when it comes to, telling people about your business, branding yourself. You are your best, seller. Nobody else. I mean, you got people that's going to speak on your behalf. That's going to say, hey, I think this person is a good person to come clean my house, do my hair, whatever the case may be. But you have to get into the habit of selling yourself. You got to let people know that, hey, I believe in my business just as much as I want you to hire me. And that's going to make them, hire you. And your price may not be the lowest. It may be in the middle, or you may be the highest. Because I've had people tell me, you're the highest bid I've ever got, but I've heard very good things about you and I want to hire you. So that makes me feel good, because at the end of the day, I can't fall short. I can't not fall short. I can't sell myself short. I'm going to clean your house like I was cleaning my own house, period. I mean, that's just what I tell people now. That's my go-to. I'm going to clean your home as if it's my own. And I can't clean it any other way. So all that love and that scrubbing, and then you see that sweat sliding down the side of my face, it's because I'm scrubbing the ground. I bust down, scrub down. It is no reservations when it comes to that. And then my staff, and when they come in, we got to be on the same page. So that means it's more work that goes into what I'm doing than what you see, because I have to get them on the same level as me. So when I'm not there, they're still that beacon of light, speaking on my behalf. So it takes a lot to, run your business, and it takes a lot to keep your business going. A lot of people fall short because they don't have that keep it going within them. And it's not, nobody said it was going to be easy. I've mastered this because I've been doing it for so long, and I love people. I cannot get over, I just love people. I like to talk to people. I like to scrub the ground. No, I'm just kidding. I like to talk to people. I like to get to know people. I like to sit back and just watch people. I'm very observant. If they're disturbed or something not going right, I get a feel of people. I feed off of people and their energy. It's like, you ain't having a good day, I'm probably going to know that. And I may, just fall back. So it's just not about cleaning for me. It's a little more into it, because I'm actually helping my assistants to be observant of the clients that we serve too. It just may be one of those times they don't want to be bothered. They're not feeling too well, but they just want you to clean their house and don't say nothing to them. That's cool. We got to get to know and get in touch, because we're not just wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, and we're going about our business. This is like my baby. This is like my sweet baby. And this means a lot to me. So I'm not one that wants to just build real fast and have to go through a whole lot of people. I'm not that type of person, because if you come and work for Angels Cleaning Service, it's like we a family now. because you're going to get to know my kids. My kids go to work with me. You know, my clients, they're comfortable with my kids. My kids sometimes work for my clients without me even being there. So we've established a lot of common ground that you don't typically see with the cleaning business. And a lot of times that's what keeps me, you know, like in final construction cleanups and in residential cleanups, because I know we going into a person's house is not so much, you know, like matter of fact, because I can't take my kids to Moffitt, you know, when I clean them, but I could take my kids to my client's home, of course, with permission. But a lot of them see us on Facebook. They like, them kids bust down, scrub down like they mama. Oh, y'all come on with y'all mama. As a matter of fact, I have some clients that's like, is Lovely available? You know, Javen, he real detailed in this area. Can he come? And that makes me feel good, because that shows that, you know, what I'm showing them and what I'm instilling in my kids is paying off. You know, I'm not just doing something in vain. And the same with my assistants. They ask for specific assistance, and it's nothing against the other assistant. That assistant does what the client wants. I mean, if you think about it, they ain't asked for me. They like, hey, can she come? I'm like, okay, absolutely. Thank you. So it's not a competition. I love other cleaners as well. We've collaborated somewhat. I built a lot of relationships on social media. I love to just get to know other cleaners outside of social media, because it's just, you know, you could paint a pretty picture on social media. My life is not peaches and cream, but I make the best of it, you know, and I want people to know that we're real people. We don't hide, well, I don't hide behind, you know, something that it is not. Okay, we all make mistakes, but at the end of the day, you know, your life can't be built off of this because my life is built off of that. And so now we're divided. Everybody dealing with their own whatever. But the main thing is we should come together because we can help one another. And that's my main goal when it comes to cleaners and getting to know them. It's not to go in and take your clients. It's not to go in and see how many clients you got. It's not to go in and see what cleaning products you're using. I mean, everybody know I use baking soda, Dawn, and vinegar and essential oils all up in your house, exuding lavenders and stuff, okay? I'm gonna come there with some lavender antennas on my head because that's what I use. So like for me, it's just not a secret. And it's really nothing that you need to have as a reservation, because you're in competition with yourself. You know, the only person you should be worried about that you about to go and slam dunk on is you. You know, and you hear a lot of things. I mean, Tampa small. I've been here all my life. I'm 39. Tampa is like this little. So you hear a lot of things. But what that does for me is that's motivation. That's that drive to say, hey, girl, you heard what they said. You need to just press on forward because you know you're doing your thing. And for me, I don't like to work twice. So I try to do it right the first time, or I do it right the first time. I mean, there's instances where I've had, you know, people come back to me and they're like, Angel, this is not right. And immediately, like, my heart just sank. You know, I had an incident with someone that referred someone to me, and she told me I was rude. Like, she just said, Angel, you were rude, you're disrespectful. And I'm just like, and I mean, my mouth getting bigger every time I read more of the text, like, but I've had someone tell me before that, Angel, you don't hear yourself talk. And I guess I am authoritative, because like, when I tell you I'm a bust down, scrub down one of my kids, I mean it. Like, I might punch you and then get the scrub brush and scrub you down because you tried me. So I'm not kidding when I say that. It may sound funny, but you got to get with these kids. So I do have that authority within me. So sometimes I do have to work on like my tone, or, you know, some things that you may text, you know, because when you text certain things, you can go back and read that over and over, and you just processing it differently. And I mean, it got to the point where this person even sent screenshots to other people that vouch for her. And for me, it's like, you can't make everybody happy. Sometimes people just find little things to nitpick. The only thing I can do is sincerely apologize. Not apologizing because that's the right thing to do. No, apologizing because that's really what I want to do. And I don't want anyone unhappy. You know, that's why I'm like, if I've ever done anything to anyone, like, just let me know. Seriously, call me on the phone, 813-850-1521. Angel, you know, the other day, you straight tried. Angel, when we were talking, you said, I'm not gonna be like, oh girl, you could get over it. You know, you doing too much. No, I'm not that type of person. So I guess now moving forward, I can reflect back on what she told me, even though it could have been handled differently. I'm not even going to say like I wasn't in the wrong, because she did find some wrong with what I said to her. I'm going to now find other ways to communicate with people, because I love people too much for them to be coming back telling me, hey girl, you did this. That don't sit right with me, because I sincerely love people. Like when I tell y'all I love y'all, it's because I do, like mad love, and like can help and do for anybody if I'm able to, like without taking away from my family. So it's different things that we learn along the way in our journey. And there's definitely different ways to approach and deal with things, but find within you to deal with it in a positive way. Like you can't be on the hoorah. And if my child come to me, because this is humbling for me, if one of my children come to me and they like, Mom, you missed that, I'm not going to tell them that I cleaned that. I'm going over to go look at that, because I've trained them to be that eye like me. So I'm not quick to come to a defense when I know, and that's something I work on, quick to come to a defense. So I've had to revamp and do that, because life is not always about a defense. It's about growing. It's about, righting your wrongs, and it's about doing things differently. So even I'm learning. So I address it. I go look, I see, and I tell them thank you. And I give like incentives. Like if you call me out on something I missed, and legit I missed it, I'm paying you on the spot for that. Like my assistants know that. They get banked from me. I'm like, I ain't calling out nothing. I ain't leaving nothing. I'm finna clean everything in this house, because I ain't giving you another $10. I ain't doing it no more. Straight up. But seriously, that keeps us on our toes, and that keeps us focused. And at the end of the day, you want to be focused. You want to be humble, and you want to be self-driven when you're an entrepreneur, because falling short, sometimes you can't regain. You can't get back the way you need to be. So if your business good and you making 6 figures and you balling, you need to think of me not balling and me only making half of what I'm making right now. Because most people, sadly, they accommodate their lifestyle to what they're making, when we should have a balanced approach even to the lifestyle and the things that we do. Because if we can't regroup from where we fell off, then everything fall apart. So I put my children in very uncomfortable situations. Mentally, I'm uncomfortable. It's like I'm good where I'm at, but mentally, like I'm uncomfortable, because I don't never want to be on such a plateau. And I done self-pedestal myself so much to when it all falls from under me that I can't mentally get back to where I need to be. So I make it my aim to make myself uncomfortable, put myself in positions where I should not be. Making the type of money I make, I shouldn't be doing that, but that's okay. That's all part of humility. And that's why I take my kids to International Mall, and I take my kids to the thrift store. And not only are they donating their clothes there, they are shopping there. Plato's is my go-to. Your girl is wearing a $12 dress from Walmart. I ain't too good for nothing. When my mom and daddy created me, they made a well-rounded being that can adapt to any circumstances. I already told my children, I say, baby, when the tribulation come, your mama gonna be eating crickets, and y'all gonna be sitting over there looking like boo-boo the fool, because your mama gonna make it. I can adapt to almost anything. Put it before me, I can do it, because I know everything is not where it needs to be, and it's not going to always be stable. You're going to find some rocky, shaky moments. And that's with entrepreneurship too. Those rocky, shaky moments is your challenge set before you to see how equipped you are, to see how fortified you are to deal with that. Because it's always something that's going to be around the corner just sitting there, because you up here, mentally you up here, and physically you're up here, but it may just be that dividing line that gets you down on your knees to humble yourself. And how well will you adapt, or are you even prepared for something like that? So it's a lot that goes with entrepreneurship, but we can do it. I'm always here to help. I have so many ways of just creating, creating the, how can I say it? A lot of people don't have that go-to for building and gaining more clients. I create ways to get more clients. Live is good. All social media platforms are good. Knocking on your neighbor's doors. In this parking lot, when I walk up, I have my business card sitting right here. So if I see a car next to me, it does not matter. It could be a 1957 Chevy. It could be a Pinto. I'm putting my card in the door because remember, in my eyes, all my clients are created equal. Because I don't care if you in the projects, if you in a trailer park, or you in a mansion, or Rooster's Barbershop. I'm still cleaning your home as if it was my own. So I treat everybody the same. Symbols and signs and Audis, none of that drives me to treat you a certain way. Everybody is treated the same. So I make it my aim to put business cards in different cars that, you know, I'm around. I introduce myself to people. If a person didn't hire me because they let me know that they found someone cheaper, or they just let me know that they went with someone else for any circumstances, in a week, I follow up and I say, how did your cleaning go? And doing that since 2020 has got me 2 clients, because following up with them let them know that, hey, she's concerned about me. She actually took it upon herself to call me back and ask me how my cleaning went after I didn't hire her. I had a woman tell me that, Caucasian lady. She was like, you're awesome. You know, when can you come? I've accepted the estimate that you sent me. I sent over my deposit. When can you come? I didn't even know this lady had done all that. We on the phone. She doing one of my numbers, multitasking while she's on the phone. She done sent me my deposit. She's like, when can you come clean my home? So you can find ways to build relationships, and humility keeps me at a good spot in life. And it's going to continue to pave the way for me, because I don't care what messed up situation I am. I'm going to make the best of that situation. That's the only thing I know how to do at this point, because life's too short. And I just get emotional sometimes just talking about Caitlin and everything she's dealt with. My mama lost we lost my sister. My mom lost her daughter. We lost my niece. Lovely got diagnosed. I'll call you right back, son. Just dealing with all of that keeps me where I don't want to have to deal with no mess. I don't want to deal with no messy people. I don't want no complainers around me. My children be complaining in front of me. They got to get outside and go pull some weeds. Just get from around me. I don't even want that from them. So I build I've made it comfortable where I don't have to deal with none of that, and I'm not going to deal with none of that. And that just keeps me, like I said, humble. And I want to remain that way. That's why anything that I've done, said, or, you know, in the past that you've seen me do, and you like, she done that a couple times, like, address it to me, because I don't want to continue doing something deliberately, or I've made it a habit and I'm not even conscious of what I'm doing, but it's making somebody feel uncomfortable, because now I'm uncomfortable. Because I don't want anybody uncomfortable around me. I want you to be able to approach me on any level. And like, you ain't gonna make me mad. You might make me say, well, dang, you know, they just told me about myself in like 3 seconds, and I'm gonna do better, I promise. I'm that type, okay? All right, y'all. I'm about to go ahead and get these eyebrows done, because they is gone with the wind, and the little unibrow, see the little stuff right there trying to connect. Can't have that, okay? All right, y'all. I love y'all. I want y'all to have an awesome day. Take those tips, put them into play, use them. Like, give me some of your business cards. And what I want to do before I leave, I'd like to have Angel's Cleaning Service on the front, and then your business card on the back. Like, that'll be a dope, like, awesome collaboration. And Terrence Lindsay, who does my business cards, he came up with that awesome idea, and I think that's just dope, because we can now help each other. One hand feeding another. Hey. So when my client is getting my cleaning, they can look on the back and say, oh, so this is who? Oh, this is the partner that I'm, you know, collaborating with for this time, this go round with the business card. So let's think about that and let's do it. I mean, hey, I hand out cards every day. I'm going to need you to do the same thing for me. Because if I go back and I see that you ordered 1,000 cards and you gave me 500 and you kept 500, and then when I go back and see you next week, you still got 499, bust down, scrub down, just like the kids. Yeah. Okay. Love y'all. Bye.